Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. In this video, I'm going to be passing along some very valuable information that comes from Dr. Pillai that I've been experiencing myself, and it is about invoking a particular goddess who is very, very active right now, whom Dr. Pillai has been recently commissioned to bring this goddess into the earth plane. Now, I will be sharing some links in the description underneath this video where you can watch some of the recent fire invocations for this goddess, where Dr. Pillai gives a lot of teachings on how to invoke this goddess, and also you can participate in these initiations, which is essentially what they are, to work with this goddess. And the goddess is Draupadi, or Vyasa Draupadi is what Dr. Pillai is called. And the story behind this commissioning is something that goes like this. Dr. Pillai often receives Nadi oracle readings. Nadi readings are palm leaf readings written by ancient seers that act as mediums for these beings to communicate through readers to those getting a reading. And during one of these readings, Dr. Pillai was alerted by Vyasa. Vyasa is considered to be an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the enlightened being who compiled the Vedas. He's also known as Veda Vyasa, and also penned the epic Mahabharata. And also, I believe he's involved with the uh, Puranas as well, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, basically what happened in this reading is it came through that Vyasa was upset that his character Draupadi, she's being perceived wrongly, and he regrets writing about her the way that she did, and he wanted to correct this perception. This perception basically was, if you're not familiar with Mahabharata, Draupadi is one of the main characters, and she is a wife of 5 husbands named the Pandavas. And a long story short, they end up getting exiled for various reasons. They were kind of tricked into this. And Draupadi becomes this very vengeance-seeking, or perceived to be this very vengeance-seeking woman, more like Goddess Kali, who is just angry and upset, and she just wants to get vengeance. And Vyasa was upset about this. There's temples that have sprouted up in India about her depicting her as Kali and all this. And so Vyasa wanted to correct it. So he's asked Dr. Pillai. In fact, Dr. Pillai incarnated Vyasa on this past Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima, if you want to know more about Vyasa, Guru Purnimas are dedicated in the name of Vyasa. It's considered as Vyasa's full moon, Veda Vyasas. And also in the readings that came through that Dr. Pillai himself is a reincarnation of Vyasa, that Vyasa was one of his past lifetimes. So he incarnated Dr. Pillai Vyasa on the full moon of the Guru, this past one, Guru Purnima, and has been commissioned to bring this goddess, we're calling as Vyasa Draupadi, into the earth plane and into this world. And the meaning behind Draupadi, which is beyond this depiction of the Mahabharata, which Vyasa is trying to correct, is that she is in fact a representative of all the goddesses, which is Goddess Kali, / Parvati Durga, and then you have Saraswati, and then Goddess Lakshmi. And if you understand Mahabharata and some of its symbolic meanings, the Pandavas represent the 5 elements and also the chakras. And this Draupadi, the consort, remember in the past video we talked about the consort of the gods, the consort in general, represents the Shakti or power. And each one of these Pandavas represented also a different, very, very powerful god. You have Lord Yama, the god of righteousness. You have Lord Indra, the god of the king of the gods. You have the Ashwini twins. You have God Vayu, the god of prana, and so on and so forth. Now, Goddess Draupadi here represents the Kundalini Shakti, or the prana life force, or the energy that animates or brings to life all the elements, which is everything. So she is considered to be the supreme goddess. Now, Dr. Pillai has given mantras for her. And the one mantra that I'm going to share in this video and go over it briefly to help you fast forward and understand the meaning of it, although I highly recommend you check out the videos I'm going to be putting in the link in the description of this video. The mantra is Om Vyasa Draupadi Mangalambika Adi Sundari Raja Kamalambikaye Namaha. Now, you can also just say Vyasa Draupadi, you can say Om Vyasa Draupadi. He's given different variations, but this is the full one, and I'm going to explain briefly what it means. As Dr. Pillai recommends, floating the meaning of the mantra as you say it. And after I share about it, I'm going to talk about some of my experiences with it as well, and close with some of the reasons why you want to start using this mantra, invoking this goddess for your own benefit. Now the meaning here is Om is the primordial consciousness. You can imagine bliss, it's omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence. Om. It's also Ganapati as well. Vyasa Draupadi, you can imagine a light coming in and filling up your senses, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your nostrils, your tongue, your cranium. Vyasa Draupadi is this goddess, like a supreme goddess. Mangalambika, Mangala and Ambika is two words, but it's pronounced as Mangalambika. Mangala means auspiciousness, and Ambika means mother. She is the mother of all auspiciousness, the source of all auspiciousness. And then Ati Sundari. Ati Sundari means she is the most beautiful. She has within her all the beauty in the world. All the most beautiful qualities is represented as Adi Sundari. There's no one more beautiful than her. Raja. Raja means king, it's royalty consciousness. When you say Raja, it is royalty consciousness. So she represents royalty consciousness. Kamalambika. The two meanings Dr. Pillai gave for this one is Kamala means lotus, Ambika we've seen as mother. So one of the meanings is she is the mother who sits on the lotus. So you can imagine her sitting on the lotus. Also, it means she opens up all the Kamalas. She opens up all the chakras in the body. So she gives enlightenment. So she is the goddess who gives enlightenment. She gives material wealth. She gives fun. Dr. Pillai talks about she's the goddess who gives fun and enjoyment. So she gives all the benefits, whether that's material benefits or spiritual benefits. This goddess has everything. And Namaha means I worship you, I adore you, I am paying obeisance to you. He also says Swaha in the videos, which is particularly the invocation term for when you're doing a fire ritual, but you can also use Namaha. And when you say Namaha, he recommends putting your head down a little bit as a way of worship. So Om Vyasa Draupadi Mangalambika Adi Sundari Raja Kamalambikaye Namaha. And he says you want to get lost in the chant as you chant it. You want to be possessed by the chant and possessed by the goddess. He also recommends you can put your hands out and move your head back and forth when you're chanting to help yourself get possessed. And so the goddess can come and land on your palms as well. And now, why do you want to use this chant? Well, this is along the lines with this teaching from Dr. Pillai, how these different gods and goddesses, they come and they go, and some of them are active, some of them are not. So it's important, you want to be invoking gods and goddesses who are active. And they all have their different times. The two ones that Dr. Pillai has been talking about right now is Ganesha or Ganapati, who I've been talking about in my videos as well. And also this goddess Vyasa Draupadi. Now the benefit of working with these ones who are active is you get better benefits. It's the shortest answer I can give you. On an experiential level, you will experience, when I say this mantra for Draupadi, Vyasa Draupadi, Vyasa Draupadi, Vyasa Draupadi, you can even just say this. You can immediately feel it's the energy that comes in, the bliss that comes with it, the peace, all of this results, the effects of the mantra are just felt at such a fast and more profound level than taking other mantras that they're still working, they're still valid mantras, but they're not as active. And there is a difference and you have to experience it. So go and learn this mantra, go and receive this mantra, and what Dr. Pillai is recommending is you're using this mantra, you want to say a few times an hour, and pray to this goddess. So it's okay to chant the mantra, you want to remember the meaning, feel the meaning, but also you want to pray and ask for what you want. And he says there's a couple chakras associated that you want to use. You can chant the mantra in these chakras, you can also pray through these chakras. navel chakra, heart chakra, eye, the two eyes, and the third eye chakra here in the forehead. You say the mantra in these chakras, you can pray from these chakras as well and feel the goddess very, very powerfully in these chakras. So another tip that he's given is if you don't do any of the hours, one you want to look out for is Mercury times, because this Vyasa is Vishnu. So I was what happened is what I was inspired to make this video is I saw it was Mercury over here, and so I was doing some chants of this mantra, and I got totally blissed out. When I was doing it, I felt compelled that I should make a video and talk about it. And it's still Mercury aura now, and I think this video, as far as I'm concerned, was inspired by the goddess. And Dr. Pillai in his last video, just so happens what I was reflecting on today, is he says, you know, you'll get also blessings, but you want to share this information with other people so you can create a big community. And with that kind of floating around my brain and then chanting, and then all of a sudden I was inspired. So, you know, if you're watching this video, I think there's a strong likelihood that the goddess is reaching out to you. So she is a form of the Supreme Mother Goddess, and Dr. Pillai also talks about calling her Mom. The word Mom is a mantra. Mom, Mom, it melts the heart of the goddess, is what he says. So when you pray to her, say, Mom, please end the suffering of the world. Please bring beauty, your beauty into my life. Please bring your auspiciousness into my life. Please gift us the highest enlightenment. Please make our lives fun, adventurous, fulfilling on all levels, beautiful relationships, beautiful health, invincible beauty. And thank you for blessing the environment and bringing your consciousness into this world to start the golden age. And you go about praying like this, Mom, Mom. It's interesting, the word Mom, we take it, in the English language it's Mom, we just say it as MOM, but actually when you look at the Sanskrit language, Ma is one of the 5 elements. Ma is associated with water. It's also associated with Lakshmi. And sometimes they put the at the end of these mantras to manifest them, like Ga and Gum, or Kli and Kleem. They put the M at the end to materialize them, is one of the reasons that I'm familiar with. So Mom is a mantra. Just, it melts your heart, and you can feel it when you say it. When you're really reaching out, it's Mom, Mom. You can really feel it in your heart. It stirs something there. It's a palpable feeling. So I hope this video helps you. This video flew by. I'm looking at the time, and my goodness, I wasn't intending to read for this long, but yes. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please leave them underneath this video. If you like this video and you find it useful, please do share this with other people at the request of the goddess, at the request of Dr. Pillai, who's been commissioned to bring this in. And make sure to check out the links in the description where you can watch some of these videos if you haven't already. And as always, if you'd like to be notified for future videos, click subscribe and the bell notification. God bless, or Goddess bless.